everybody. Thanks for joining me here once again for another session of advice with the Zodiac Twist. This is the second video that I did today. I did one this morning, and I'm going to be doing another one for you guys. Well, more specifically for the person who contacted me. This young lady sent me an email yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, and she wanted me to do a birth chart on her, and she is a Sagittarius. Her birthday is December 19th, and I told her that I would try my best to do a birth chart. Now, since I started doing these, I've been getting a lot of requests for birth charts, and I didn't think they would be that popular, but I'm really glad that they are, though, because like I said, birth charts are extremely important if you really want to know more about yourself, because I'm going to say this a lot, you can't judge a person based solely on their sun sign. Now, if you've seen a few of my other videos, you know that the one thing I say over and over again is that I'm just going to be focusing on 4 planetary alignments because I don't have really time to do anything else. So, as I said, her sun is a Sagittarius. Now, the sun deals with your overall personality, and her moon is in Aquarius. Now, the moon deals with your emotional personality, how you handle things emotionally. Get it? Her Venus is in Capricorn, and Venus deals with how you handle relationships with the opposite sex, with other people in like the workplace, or relationships with family members, or relationships on a personal level, like a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Now, her Mars is in Aquarius. Now, Mars deals with temperament and anger, how you handle yourself in stressful situations, things like that. So let's start from the beginning. As I said, her sun is in Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius people, I have to be honest, and this is something that I've said before, I'm kind of envious of Sagittarius people because they have such a great spirit about them, and Sagittarius for the most part hate to be tied down to anyone or anything at any given time. Extremely enthusiastic, energetic, charismatic people who really like to up and go at the drop of a hat. They don't like to feel confined to anyone, you know what I mean, or anything. So, like I said, extremely energetic, love their freedom, absolutely, and also have a hard time being in relationships. I think I'm going to leave it at that because I can't spend too much time on your sun because you have a lot of other things to cover. So, like I said, I really like Sagittarius. I really do like Sagittarius people. They're really fun to hang around with. And, they always have something interesting to talk about. Always really, are always in good spirits. Always have, high energy and just, really, really cool to be around. So, it's good to be a Sagittarius. Now, the downside of being a Sagittarius, because you knew that was coming, sometimes you can be too adventurous and throw caution to the wind, a little bit too much for some people's taste, and you often have the tendency to put your foot in your mouth because you come off way too blunt sometimes. A lot of people can't handle that, like your brutal honesty. That's not everyone's cup of tea. Sometimes we need the truth given to us a little bit sweeter, and you tend to say things and then think, oh damn, maybe I shouldn't have said that, like you tend to speak first and then think later. But the thing about you is that you're always honest. Like if you have an opinion about something, you're going to state your opinion, even if no one else in the room agrees with you. You're going to well, this is the way it is. This is the way I see it, and deal with it. Like that's your attitude. But you're, like I said, you're always a really fun-loving person, and people can't help but like you. So that's what I'm going to say about the sun in Sagittarius. Now your moon, as I said, is in Aquarius, an air sign. Now with your moon in Aquarius, you're extremely sociable, intelligent, have a wide circle of friends. The thing people like about you is that you don't follow the herd. You know what I mean? Like you do your own thing, and you're always very true to yourself and how you feel about something. And your moon, and with your moon in Aquarius and your sun in Sagittarius, it's actually very complementary to each other because Aquarius and Sagittarius have a lot in common in that vein. But the thing about it is, the only downside is that you can come across kind of eccentric, and you do have the tendency to have mood swings. You can become very complex, and people don't know how to handle you sometimes, because sometimes you can come on very strong in a good way or maybe a not so good way. So that's all I'm going to say about moon in Aquarius. Moving on. Your Venus is in Capricorn. Now Capricorn is an earth sign. Now with your Venus in Capricorn, that means that you are very goal-oriented. You know what you want, and you have no problem striving to go get it. You're very savvy, you're very resourceful, And 9 times out of 10, if you want something, it's going to happen. Like, you're going to put in the work to make it happen. You're not afraid of a challenge, which is fan-freaking-tastic. But the one thing, you know, even though you can be like free-spirited and fun-loving, you want people to know how responsible you can be. So with your Venus and Capricorn, you're always trying to reiterate, yeah, I might be fun-loving and outgoing, but I am responsible, and when it comes down to handling my business, I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what your Venus and Capricorn is about. Now your Mars is in Aquarius as well. So your Moon is in Aquarius and also your Mars is in Aquarius. Now remember what I said about Aquarius? Now the thing about your Mars being in Aquarius, and again, remember I said Mars deals with temperament, anger, how you control yourself, how you handle others. You enjoy surprising people. You cannot stand being around someone who has nothing to say. Like, you don't like quiet people. You don't like people who are deep and intense and brooding. So, me and you, we probably wouldn't be friends. I'll be honest, because I'm very deep and intense and brooding. But you just don't like being bored. You don't like having to pick people's brain, like, what's wrong? What's going on? Let's talk. Talk to me. Let's have a conversation. You don't want to have to pull someone into your conversation. You want someone to be just as lively and sociable as you are, you know? So you get bored very easily, and you can be impatient in that way. That's why you're always looking for like something to do, someone to go out with, go out to, you know, have drinks or dinner or whatever. Like, you're always looking for something to do. You're very proud to be independent and to be self-sufficient, you know. You have a wide circle of friends, but if it comes down to it, you can handle yourself, and you know how to take care of yourself. You really don't need a handout because, like I said, you're very resourceful. But at the same time, you can be very stubborn. You know, you can come across like it's your way or no way. Like, everybody has to play your game, you know, and you're not willing to really play anyone else's game because, like I said, you get bored easily, and you're just on to the next one if someone doesn't do something that you like. So you can come across in that way. You feel very boxed in easily, you know, so you need constant stimulation, whether constant stimulation, you know, traveling or, you know, just doing something where there's movement involved is really your type of thing. If you do start to feel confined, whether it's emotionally or physically or mentally, you'll rebel just for the hell of rebelling, just to shake things up, because you don't like to feel like someone is expecting too much of you. Like, predictable is your least favorite word. No one can ever say that you're predictable, and if someone says, oh, I knew she was going to do that, then you'll do the total opposite just to be spiteful, you know. You always need constant stimulation in that way. So, yeah, I think I touched on everything that I wanted to talk about, and hopefully I didn't run over 10 minutes. I don't think I did that. I think I'm doing pretty good. So, yeah, that is my birth chart for you. And like I said, because I don't have a lot of time, I can only focus on 4 planetary alignments, Sun, Moon, Mars, and Venus. But I do recommend that you go to cafeastrology.com. No, I don't work for them. I'm just saying they're a really good website. So if you really want a more detailed, in-depth analysis of your birth chart, that's a really good site to go to. And I thank you for watching. I thank all of you guys out there in YouTube world for watching. And if I didn't answer all your questions, please feel free to email me anytime. creativewritings247@gmail.com. And for all of you guys out there, if you want a birth chart done, or you want compatibility profile done, or if you want some advice on yourself, feel free to email me. I would love to help you out. And as I always say, feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe if you want to. But one thing you don't have to worry about me doing is kissing your butt about it. So until then, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.